get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly complete. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's caught. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And if I watched this defense last week and I'm the quarterback and I'm starting out on the drive, I am not throwing the ball near these guys. I'm going to play it safe, and he forces the ball right off the jump. They had 5 a week ago. First drive, they got another one here today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Watson. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. There he goes. At the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. He breaks a tackle. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Glenn. Finds his man, it's Turbin. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They believe they can run right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Stevens. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Making side adjustments here. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. That's caught. It's Turbin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Another broken tackle. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Handoff to the lone back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So dangerous as a return man, and you see why there. Start this drive at their own 48. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Here we go. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down.
That shit dead, bro.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for a huge play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
DB's right up on the receivers. Now on the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some... room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Glenn. It's complete. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're facing a third down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Rushes on him. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited.
He's got it at the 15, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
31, Florida State, 0.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here.
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And they'll take over
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They think there's room to run to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Turbin. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
That makes the score Clemson 41, Florida State 0.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
On the option. He can't corral the punt. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Davidson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium. And the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Cobb. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, no! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Davidson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Cobb. Running into the open space. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. He's got his man across the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Noles are in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Grab near the sticks. It's Cobb. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the
deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. The 40. Past the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Clemson 62, Florida State 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29.
First and 10.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rip.
There he goes. The 30. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll line up to go for two. On the direct snap, it's Davis. Now the toss. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davidson. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From inside the 14, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the grab. It's Turbin. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver. He catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the... Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Makes a move. He's on the race. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go back to the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys.
Clemson, 76. Florida State, 27.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor.
Looking deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Out of bounds at the 16 after the big-time gain.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Noles.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the point after is good.
Clemson, 76. Florida State, 31.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Power football with the run. Into a mass of giant bodies. We're calling a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Makes the catch on the left. Open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Bachmeier. It's complete to the left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready up. Gaucho, gaucho. Here we go. Griffin, Griffin. Taylor. Kick, tuna. Ready.
Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball fell.
It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, guys. as the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Catch in the middle. It's Turbin. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Turbin. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Under fire. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. Got room on the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Turning it on. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
The Tigers line it up with a first and goal. Here comes the option. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Davidson. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Direct snap, it's Davidson. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous punting game, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it. Acorn. Clear. Clear. Gorilla. Gorilla.
He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Wide open downfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.